Hello everyone, nice to meet you guys. My name is Mengying Liu. It's really nice to have this opportunity to share my knowledge about disaster management to you guys. Last week we finished the research paper and the topic I chose is Canada. So today I want to share my knowledge about disaster management in Canada. And here's my photo. And here is a map of Canada. Canada is located north of the United States, which is the only country we share a land boundary with. Canadian hazard scope is slightly less active comparing with other countries like China, Japan, and Haiti. This has more to do with the relative spareness of the population. Canada simply does not have as many people exposed to hazards, and therefore even significant physical events, like a fire or earthquake, do not result in severe and frequently damage as it does in other countries. That does not mean, however, that Canada is without risks. Canada experiences a full range of meteorological, geological, and other natural hazards, as well as the unintended and intentional events that occurs in its built environment and society. Canada disaster management has a long history to talk about. Canada has an emergency management system shaped more by its past events than its future risks. This process has been ongoing for as long as Canada has been populated and suffering disasters. The civil defense can be seen as the origin of the emergency management in Canada. As we all know, Canada is America's neighborhood, so they are influenced greatly by American on their emergency management development and policy change. Canadian emergency management origin can be traced back to the civil defense in the World War II. In the World War II, unlike previous wars, the threat of violence spread out of European battlefield. In response to these new threats, Canada needs to strengthen its homeland defense. In 1939, Canada has passed the Act of Airstrike God Law. The official has great power under this law, and they can declare curfew or evacuation. This big contributor to the change was the introduction of large-scale air force with the capacity to carry weapons far away from front lines and even into foreign territories. With this, added to the increasing sophistication of naval power, the world was suddenly at the back doorstep of North America, especially the coasts. After the World War II, Canada didn't remove the power of Civil Defense Department. As we know, the main disasters in Canada are snowstorms and biological disasters because of its unique geographical location and vast forest land area. In Canada, the winter period is extremely long. What's more, 40% of the land in Canada is the frozen region. The winter temperature in the Montreal winter can go down to minus 30 degrees. As a result, the main disaster in Canada are the winter storm, and the emergency management of Canada is directed by snow. Canadian government at all levels has formed a set of efficient and comprehensive emergency countermeasures system for the snow disaster. Canada implements bottom-up principle in emergency disaster management. The disaster is managed by local government, such as hospital, fire control, police office, as well as the city hall. If it is necessary, then the local government would request further assistance from the province government and the federal government in turn. In the event of a disaster, National Emergency Operations Center, which is in Public Security and the Emergency Department of the government, is responsible for the coordination and support and providing all weather monitoring threats. Second, the Urban Search and Rescue Plan is responsible for the rescue of the victims from the major structural collapse. In 2007, the Canadian government issued the Canada Emergency Management Framework, which provides guidelines for the conduction of the national emergency management. The framework points out that emergency management is composed of 4 parts. They are relief, preparation, response, and recovery. They rely on each other. Historically, Canada Emergency Management attaches great importance to the preparedness and response. The changing of risk environment requires emergency management response to the risk, the factors that lead to the disaster, and the vulnerability analyzed through the pre-disaster prevention and mitigation measures. Also, we have to increase the investment and attention on the aspect of prevention and relief process, which can reduce the economy and environmental loss in disaster or after the disaster. And that's all for my brief introduction about disaster management in Canada. Thank you for watching.